you hit a tough spot like we do with the team, the message really that I spoke about was what's next. That's what we can still influence, and expecting them to return here, energized, replenished. Not talking about where we're going to wind up, but just to focus on like where we are and improving, and that's like number one, top of the pile for me. These rough spots, they happen in our league. I hate it. How you navigate through it, on and off the field, oftentimes sets you up for, things to come. There's so many lessons. It's hard to see them right now. It really is. I loved the attitude of how they battled and came into the game. That felt right in terms of the energy, the style, attitude, the toughness. So there's a lot to discuss. Went through a lot with the players today on the tape, but let's get started. I'm sure you guys also need some rest and time with your family. So ready to start ripping it with you guys.
Let's go Tom Shad to start.
Dan, could you walk us through the decision to cut Matt Gay and what your plans are moving forward with that spot?
Sure. So, Adam and I visited with Matt today. Matt has been a fantastic teammate here, Tom, and like an all-time good dude. So, we're really bummed that it didn't work out. We just felt, hey, this is the change that we needed. And I just kind of make all decisions. Hey, this is what we think at this time is the best decisions for the team when they're hard, like this one, because of who the person is. It makes it especially difficult, but you still have to make the decisions you think are best for the whole team.
We got you.
You got me. I'm on the plane. Dan, more with Matt. Why the final decision to release him? Is it just? I mean, obviously he missed the kicks yesterday. Was it the fact that he struggled from beyond 50? What was the rationale?
Yeah, just honestly, John, we're just not making those kicks. Not just the ones yesterday. We're just want to look at the big picture of things and make sure we can just make the decisions that are best for the team. It was a hard one for sure, but like at that position, the performance, got to have it. And so we're really bummed. We wanted this to work out long term with Matt, and but that was the decision that we felt was best. But it wasn't from one game for sure.
David Aldridge.
Dan, how did you assess the defensive performance as a whole yesterday?
Well, I told them today, I liked the energy, especially down by the goal line. I really felt that's where I felt the hitting. That's where I felt some of the plays to have a couple of stops. I was especially pleased at defensive tackle. Kinlaw and Goldman had a couple of big stops on the drive in the fourth quarter when they were down there. And I also liked on the other side earlier, a stop by Wagner and others. So that was part that I liked a lot. The fourth downs to win those are big. We kind of talked in this game, we needed takeaways and fourth downs were going to be a part of that. The third down, I thought we improved on in some spaces, but having a few that were longer, that certainly felt good too, DA, that, not all living in the lower spot. We got plenty of stuff to get better at. Disguises, creating takeaways, those things. But I like the energy and the speed. I thought the players, really were ready from an energy standpoint to tackle better. And I was looking for.
Did it feel, I mean, maybe hard for you to assess because you were in the middle of it, but did it feel like you taking over maybe helped in that regard or had an impact in that regard?
No, I didn't think of it in that way. I did like, the energy. I could feel it on the field with the players. So when you spend this much time with them, man, you want to be on the journey with them. So I was excited to see some of the plays that were made. I think it was Jacob Martin had an early one that was big. The knockdown by Bobby on the fourth down play. It was interesting on that particular play. We actually ran that in practice on Friday, and it's a tough route to match up, and the offense completed it. And so you thought, okay, this guy sees it to go. So when you see that and you see a player make the correction, make the adjustment, it was one of those times that from a coaching standpoint, you're like, okay, man, do these guys, are they locked in? Because the same play happened in the game in that space. And so I thought for he and for Luvu, he had an important job on that play too. The wide receiver had an option route outside of him and he had to stay really attached to him, which is tough, but that's how you have to play it. So those two backers, I thought, man, they were really on it, DA.
Nikki?
Hi, Dan. Also on a plane. About Jaden Daniels, if do you think he needs reps before the season ends?
I heard a lot of he, and then reps from the airline. I think what you're saying is, do I think if he's healthy, does he need reps before the season ends? Did I get that correct?
Correct.
Okay, I was about to say we couldn't hear her, but she's somewhere over the Atlantic. The part for him, I'll have a better update in terms of coming back from the bye. The rehab portion is going good of where he's at, and but past that, I'll have a better update for you guys a week from today with he and Noah and Terry and some others that are on the way back.
Donna.
Hey, Coach. In the break that the players are on right now with this bye week, what was the key message to the players, to get away for this time and then them coming back?
Yeah, the times that we spend together as players and coaches is really intense, like the spaces, the meetings, the practice, the way we play and live together. So I wanted that space to, replenish that. We're all a little depleted, but I really wanted more than anything, like we're going to come back. We're not going to talk about in 6 weeks or that. Like, we're just going to like work as hard as we can to get better and like enjoy doing that. And like having fun and kicking ass. I felt a good energy about our team yesterday. Donna was like in having a lead for the first time and what felt like maybe forever brought some of that. But I wanted them to know this is all there for us to go do, capable plays, complimentary football, and we're going to work really hard at it. And there's going to be a lot that we can battle through together. And so I want us to, look forward to that. And so this team's connected. They play tough. They fight for one another. And let's do all those things to get the wins and all the things we have to do. I reminded them you can't do that with penalties. You can't do that with, a negative turnover margin. So I was clear about how to win, but I thought heading into the game, the mindset was correct. And I want to make sure we stay in that space.
And you mentioned about rough spots. What has been in these last 6 weeks, beyond not getting the win, some of the things that are most disappointed about just this whole process of trying to get back on the right page?
Yeah, I think as a coach, I worry about everybody. So not getting a chance to get that one yesterday, like I so badly wanted the win for the players. Sometimes you need that one to get the momentum to kick you over the top. And so that's what I was just really disappointed as much as I've been for them, like it's in the grasp, you have the lead. And so not to get the win in that spot, that was probably the hardest one.
Thanks.
Scott.
Hey, Dan, what's the challenge of keeping the spirits up, keeping the energy high where kind of the record is right now?
I think everybody deals with it differently, Scott, but just knowing that I use the phrase "what's next" for a reason, because it's literally the only thing we have some influence over. So as emotionally pissed or disappointed or just outraged about how that's gone, we don't have any space to change that. But we do have a chance to influence what's next. So in that way, if you think about it, there's a lot to get your mindset and your approach up, because if you just sit in the other stuff, it's not going to get you any better, Scott. I just know that. And so everybody's frustrated, mad, disappointed, all those emotions. I hate that we're going through it, but it is important to learn how to navigate this. This is life as a professional ball player, and on and off the field, it'll set us up, because the young people that are going through that as players, you don't like it, but this is the adversity that sucks. And there's lessons that may be applied in 26 or 27 that's happening now that they can't even see that yet, man. But you just battle with it, Scott. And that's how we intend to do it. But what's next is, hey, how do we get better? What can we do? If I take that approach and they take that approach, then I think you got a chance to work yourself through it, which is important to learn how to navigate. Trust me, I don't want to learn how to lose. I want us to learn how to get ourselves through tough spots.
As the team enters the bye week, players, coaches, everybody needs a reset, right? You need a reset probably. So how do you take these next couple of days? How do you approach this? What do you need to do for yourself to kind of re-energize for this second half?
Yeah. First thing, I got to look at the big picture and make sure the messaging of how we, set the tone for what the next half will bring That's really important, Scott. What do we want to emphasize? What things need to be changed from what can we emphasize more at practice? Okay, we want more of the red zone or more of third down, and navigating that is important. The second half of the season, you got a chance to get better, man. And so that's what I want to see. There's a lot of players here on this team that I want to see do this, and we'll work really hard to do that.
Thanks, Dan.
You're welcome.
Ben?
Dan, along the lines of what you were saying about seeing guys improve over the rest of the season, obviously you guys are going to try to do your best every game and win, but like, does the emphasis now in terms of who's out there on the field change somewhat more now towards the younger guys who maybe play but maybe don't get as many reps, et cetera?
Yeah, I'm going to work like heck to try to like fill both those buckets, Ben, of winning now and also developing players for the future, because it's important to win now. It is. And these guys put absolutely everything, you can into it, but it's also important to bring players along. I recognize that. So filling both of those buckets, that's my job, to navigate that. And I'll work, hard to make sure we can do both of those. And it's not easy, but that's the goal for sure, to do both. And it takes a fine line, I think, Ben, but one that you can do. It takes some thoughtfulness, but it may not be every single game at every single position, but moments where you get guys to evaluate and see what they can do, like that helps for sure.
And Quan Martin usually plays about every snap. He didn't this game. Maybe I missed it if he was hurt in the game or not. Was there anything going on there, or was that just a change in personnel?
Just a change in personnel. Yep. It was just some corrections that had to be made. And so came back to play in it. But yeah, we just wanted to make some corrections to get it right.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
All right, everybody. You guys be safe on your week, and I will see you a week from today.
Thanks,
All
Dan.
right.
Enjoy it.
Coach.
See ya.